Welcome to Madrid Reviews. This is your host, Christian Madrid, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about Wolfman. Stay tuned to hear my thoughts. Alright, y'all, so let's get into this. So, Wolfman has the privilege of being the first shitty horror film of the year of 2025. I went into this film kind of excited as it seemed like a fun and entertaining horror film, but boy was I wrong and disappointed with what I saw. You know, I see a lot of people are actually enjoying this, which is good for them, but I really find little to no enjoyment in this movie. Leigh Whannell, could have done a much better job directing this movie, as this movie really lacks good direction. I enjoyed, the previous film he made, The Invisible Man. I thought that was fine. But this one sucked. It just wasn't it. Like, the writing is absolute dog shit in this film, as this movie is very boring, especially, like, the first hour in the film, nothing happens. We don't even see the title character until, like, the last 30 minutes or so. Like, it's called the fucking Wolfman, and this whole film is basically about just his transformation into Wolfman. Like, it's a very long transformation kind of scene. Like, I want a fucking Wolfman movie. I thought it was gonna be, tearing shit up. It's gonna be, eating people and fucking blood, gore, all that shit. Nope. It was a whole ass bore snooze fest of a movie. So boring, The last 30 minutes or so, was solid, but not good enough to make this a good movie. It wasn't good enough, It was predictable, way too predictable, I predicted, exactly what was going to happen, It's a pretty predictable movie, The ending just, it lackluster any excitement, or a conclusion, a satisfying ending. It doesn't give you that at all, and... this movie as a whole just lacks any action or gore to make it entertaining. Like, fuck. Like, if you're gonna make a horror movie, at least, like, make it, fun and exciting, This is, like, a different take on the previous Wolfman movies. Like, the characters were also very dull and boring in this movie, and they didn't interest me whatsoever. This movie has good actors in it, but the writing is so bad that it makes these actors look bad as well. Like, Christopher Abbott, he gets a good performance. I will say that. He gets a solid performance. Julia Garner does give a good performance, but this might be a little bit of a hot take. But I think she was miscast in this role. I think an older actress, a little bit older, maybe 5-10 years older, should have played this role, because I don't buy her in this movie. I really don't. I think she's way too young to be, playing a mom to, like, an 8-year-old, because, like, her character is what? She looks like 20, 21 in this movie. So that means she would have had to been, like, 13, 14 when she had that kid. Like, I don't buy it. Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't buy her, being a mom to her, I don't buy it. Like, I think, like, they should have casted someone much older, maybe, like, a Jennifer Lawrence or something, but, fuck, that would have been half this movie's budget or something. The cinematography is alright, There's a couple of, solid scenes where there's some pretty cool color grading and saturation, so the cinematography is not too bad in here. The production design offers some cool set locations, and some well-done makeup, and prosthetics, which I found pretty cool, So I give him that. It wasn't some shitty CGI Wolfman, So I'll give him that, the makeup department. Could have looked a little better, but, hey, at least, they actually didn't CGI that shit. The sound design is easily the best aspect of this film, It's actually pretty good. It makes the film even more intense than it needs to be. It makes, the surroundings even more creepy, the sound design. The visual effects aren't too bad in this film, as well as it has some solid CGI, when it needs to, it's alright. The editing could have been much better. It's, not very well paced. It's, way too fucking slow, too much cuts in this film. It doesn't, they're not smooth at all, makes the transition pretty smooth. Not smooth from scene to scene. It doesn't feel natural at all, It drags on, This movie, it's like about an hour and a half, hour 35 long, but it feels like fucking 2 hours or 2 hours and 10 minutes. So, it just felt really slow and boring. So overall, Wolfman, I found it very disappointing. It was pretty bad. This seems more like a straight to Peacock kind of horror film, and I recommend checking it out once it hits to Peacock or whatever streaming service it is. So I would give this an F. This movie's bad. We're not eating good at all while watching this movie. This is Burger King Del Taco type shit, cold food type shit, very cold food. that we're eating while watching this movie. And one other thing I want to talk about, this, not only was this movie shitty, but the movie going experience when I watched this in the theater was kind of bad. Like, when you guys go to the movie, please fucking respect, the people around you, please. Because, like, while I was watching this movie, there was a couple rows behind me who were, like, making out, and I could hear them, like, like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch this shitty movie. Like, please fucking respect the people around you. Please, if you want to do that shit, go home and get freaky. Fucking don't get freaky on my time while I'm trying to watch the movie. Please, fuck. And then some other guy, he kept on shouting whenever, like, some action would happen. Like, there's a scene where Christopher Abbott, he, like, hits himself with a hammer, and he's like, ah, fuck, ah. I'm like, shut up. Can you keep that in your head? Like, I'm just trying to watch the movie. I'm not trying to hear your commentary or this couple making out. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. So please, guys, when you guys go to the movies, please respect the audience. Please. Please and thank you. Alright, y'all. So that is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Comment on whether you have seen this movie or excited to see Wolfman. If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it more than I did? If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and alerts to know when I drop a new review. Appreciate you all for watching. See you on the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me make another movie review. Subscribe to Madrid Reviews. I'm out. Let's get it, yo.